guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a Warby Parker home try on. I know you're thinking, Kristen, what is going on? Something's wrong with you. You've never done this before. But you know, I just can't resist it. Every time I go onto their site, I see at least 2 or 3 new women's styles that I would love to have. If they're not updating and launching new models, then they're updating colors on old models. So changing up the lenses and the frame colors, and they're always doing something good. I have loved them ever since I first found out about them. Their service is amazing. And I just can't say enough about them. I'm not working with them. This is not sponsored at all. I got this home try on my own, although I can't say that if they offered it to me that I would turn them down. I can't say that. There's a lot of sort of spring sort of inspired ones in here. I'm kind of hoping that this is going to get me looking forward to spring. It's my favorite season, and I'm looking forward to just kind of maybe going on to the beach with a friend or two, or maybe none. Who knows, I might just sit on my bed and wear the sunglasses while I watch a movie, if that's what it comes to. But either way, I'm excited about it and I hope you enjoy it. The format's going to be a little bit different this time. I think what I'm going to do is show you the sunglasses, hold it up to the camera, read a little excerpt about it, then do a little montage of them on my face and in my hand so you can see the details up close. So here we go. Okay, first we have Raglan in Tea Rose Fade. It's tortoise that fades to a sort of light crystal pink. What do we have about this frame? Raglan balances a bold shape and medium size with a thin rim and sloping brow line. Ultra flattering too. So I felt that this color was sort of extra springtime-like. And again, this is a 57mm lens width, 17mm bridge, and 145mm temple length. I'm loving that these new hinges that they're using, I mean, they're not new, they're new to me, but I think that they look like they hold up really nicely. There's about 5 barrels in there, and pretty smooth. A little bit stiff, a little bit creaky, but this is the home try-on pair. Overall, the Raglan frame, what do I think of it? It's really thin. It is a very lightweight frame, even though it's acetate. This one, you can probably see it's bowing out a little bit, but the home try-on ones often do. When they're doing a big old split like this, I really don't think anything of it anymore. But, you know, the comfort is pretty good, obviously, because they're so lightweight, but I really don't have anything negative to say about them. Are they great on my face? I don't think they're amazing or anything. I think I could pull them off, you know, it could definitely be a look, but are they the best one in this whole home try-on on my face? I don't think so. So I'll let you be the judge. I wanted to revisit the black Raglan, so I did get a second Raglan model. So I'm not going to go through that whole thing since you already saw them, the other pair on my face, but I will go ahead and put these on real quick for you. This pair is a little bit tighter. It contours perfectly to my head as well. So like I say, you can't ever judge the frames by the home try-on. So if you get one that's uneven, don't think that all Warby glasses are not going to be adjusted. Just the home try-on frames are always a little bit wider, or the arms are uneven and stuff like that, but every pair that I've ever ordered has been perfect. So don't let the home try-on model fool you. So the black one I think might look a little bit better on me, actually. First of all, I think it's because the bottom isn't translucent, it's more defined. You can actually see where the frame starts and ends. So if I was going to go for this model, I would probably opt for the black instead of the Tea Rose Fade. Next we have the Nancy in Onyx Tortoise. This is a nice sort of milky black and white tortoise. Reminds me of cookies and cream. It's very much like a Hershey bar, you know, the one with the Oreos in it. Man, I miss that. Can't eat it anymore since I've been gluten intolerant, but having serious cravings now. Thanks for that, Warby. Nancy's oversized lenses and angled brow detail are right at home in your backyard or abroad. I could see myself wearing them abroad if I ever leave the country again. Nancy is a 57 millimeter lens width, 17 millimeter bridge, and 140 temple length. This is one of the most comfortable frames that I've tried on so far, and from Warby in general. I don't know, what I'm noticing is that they're lightweight, but more substantial than the Raglan. And surprisingly, I like this bridge. I didn't think that I would like the shape of that. I think it's because it's fairly smooth and rounded, as you can tell. If it was keyhole, it would completely throw this off. I think it would make it look entirely different. They've got just enough changes because of the sort of curved parts up here, but because they've left the bridge a little bit more classic, I think it looks even nicer. So I'd really recommend this one, and this color actually does not wash me out as much as I was expecting. So there's Nancy. Next up is the Ada in Acorn Tortoise. This is one that I saw and immediately loved when all they had was like a hunter green color, and then they launched this color, but then COVID, so I couldn't get a home try on to see what it was like. But wow, this is stunning. Let's read a description, shall we? Ada is a timeless square style packed with sleek design elements. For starters, soak in the sculptural effect along the face front and the sleek polished end caps. Don't mind if I do. Guys, I'm not even going to take this one off. It is just, it's beautiful. It's the perfect size that I go for, the perfect shape. I don't know why, but the bridge I think is narrower than what I usually go for, yet it really works well on my face. I think it's not forming a huge gap. It's beautiful. This is a 54 millimeter lens width, 20 bridge, that explains it, and 140 millimeter temple length. I gotta tell you, the way that it's recessed and flat, the different ways that the light hits this is just... Okay, I'm ready for the red carpet. Thank you, Ada. Thank you very much. Lastly, we have the Gemma in Lapis Crystal. It is actually a dark blue. You can't see it from here, but you'll be able to see it in just a second. And dark bluish purple. It's a nice square wayfarer sort of shape. Very nice curves in this though, so it's not too angular or anything. I think this would suit so many faces. Let's find out about this frame. Gemma is a slightly square number with an elegantly sloped brow line. That's so well put. And gold end pieces. It's plenty roomy and seriously alluring. I can't argue with them there. So Gemma is a 52 millimeter lens, 22 millimeter bridge, and 142 millimeter temple length. I want to put these back on too. I love them so much. It's very rare that I actually like looking at myself head on in sunglasses because they usually have a gap in the bridge. There's usually always a shadow where they don't fit my nose perfectly, and I would say these and Ada look really good. I can look at myself head on without any sort of crisis. It's perfect. I don't know if you could really see the color, but I tried to touch on that before. Again, they've got the same hinges as all the other pairs, and I'm loving that Warby now has the same 5-barrel hinge in all of the pairs across the board. They feel very sturdy, and this pair especially is probably the heaviest and most substantial of all of them. It's very weighty. Not too heavy, it just doesn't feel flimsy. I would say that the flimsiest frame in here is Raglan, and the most substantial is Gemma, followed shortly by Ada. Shortly? Closely. That's the one. But I really do like these details on the end as well, and this just glides so smoothly. Again, they're all home try-on, so I'm not going to judge them by that, but this one is definitely the hardiest of the bunch. Again, putting these back on, they are also the narrowest, I think. I think this is the most narrow lens size that I have in the bunch, and I don't know if it's this particular frame, even though they're not too small for my face. I would say maybe you would agree. you can let me know in the comments. I don't think they're too small, but they feel too small. They feel a little bit too tight. Again, I think that they might just be, I don't know, on the smaller side or for smaller faces, or maybe it's that I'm just too tender and precious about it. But I have to say that I have really enjoyed this particular home try-on. It's been one of the best I've ever had. There's just so many good choices in here. Again, I love Nancy, Ada. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to probably get that one. And Gemma is a great classic. So I really hope that you saw something in here that maybe you liked, maybe something that you want to keep your eyes on for the future. And let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be glad to see you next time.